Quantum Stillness. What the Nobel Prize in Physics reveals about the hidden continuum of matter and mind, by Laing Z. Matthews. What if the miracles of saints, the insights of mystics, and the equations of modern physicists all pointed to the same secret, that matter and consciousness are one continuous field? Quantum Stillness unfolds this revelation with rare clarity and grace. It begins with a story. A monk places his hand upon a stone wall and feels it yield, not to pressure, but to presence. Centuries later, a physicist in a cryogenic lab observes electrons doing the same, tunneling through barriers without resistance. Between these two moments, the book traces a single, luminous law. Coherence dissolves separation. In prose that reads like meditation and analysis at once, Laing Z. Matthews weaves theology, alchemy, and quantum science into one seamless anatomy of illumination. Drawing on the most recent Nobel Prize discoveries in macroscopic quantum tunneling, he demonstrates that what ancient adepts called spirit is what modern physics now measures as coherent energy, a state in which resistance vanishes and boundaries lose meaning. Across its elegant structure, the book moves from myth to measurement, from monastery to laboratory, showing that the still mind and the superconducting field obey the same equation. Part 1. The Door That Shouldn't Open re-examines miracles of permeability through the lens of quantum coherence, revealing continuity between early religious accounts and modern field experiments. Part 2. The Physics of Realization defines enlightenment as a measurable state of perfect order. Faith, stripped of doctrine, emerges as the energetic condition that allows tunneling at the human scale, the absolute zero of thought where the soul becomes superconductive. Part 3. Humanity at the Edge of Coherence projects, a future in which science, ethics, and consciousness converge. Civilization's evolution is reframed not as technological advancement, but as moral alignment, intelligence becoming integrity. Appendices A through D expand the book into a living archive and field manual. A. Chronology of documented permeability. Events traces evidence from mythic antiquity to Nobel-level quantum demonstrations. B. Comparative table of spiritual bodies aligns the Taoist Yangshen, Tibetan rainbow body, Vedic Soma, and Christian resurrection body, revealing a shared physics of light. C. Summary of modern physics. Experiments translates tunneling, superconductivity, teleportation, and entanglement into plain language, showing how each mirrors ancient descriptions of transcendence. D. Ethical practice. Notes turns metaphysics into metabolism, offering daily coherence disciplines of breath, diet, silence, compassion, and attention. Neither pseudoscience nor sermon, Quantum Stillness speaks to those who sense that the boundary between the measurable and the miraculous has already dissolved. It invites the reader into a new synthesis, the recognition that moral purity, scientific precision, and spiritual stillness are phases of the same law. Readers will discover why virtue and emotional clarity stabilize biological and energetic coherence, how recent physics verifies ancient spiritual insights about permeability and light, a framework for healing, creativity, and social evolution based on resonance rather than control, the dawning possibility of a civilization governed by coherence instead of chaos. At once philosophical and empirical, poetic and precise, Quantum Stillness is a mirror for the age, the meeting of science and sanctity in the quiet field that gives birth to both. This is not a book about believing in miracles. It is about understanding the physics that makes miracles inevitable.